All right, right now, let's kind of shift gears back to the National Civil Rights Museum.
And we understand that Tyre Nichols' family has arrived there. Let's take a look.
Gave the sixth haymaker to Tyre Nichols. Yesterday, Tadarius Bean, Justin Smith, and Demetrius Haley gave another kick, a deadly kick, to Tyre Nichols and his family. But we stand with this family to lift this family up in prayer and to call on the God of justice to deliver real justice for Tyre Nichols. But we were not under any illusion yesterday or last week in trial with an all-white jury from Hamilton County in Chattanooga. We were not under any illusion. But it just wasn't any white jury from Hamilton County. It was the most racist and the most redneck jury that they could have ever found to preside over this case in the matter of justice for Tyre Nichols. It is what it is. The prosecution, they did their job.
Yes, they did.
But when you still live in America that they don't see black people, they see police and they see blue.
Right.
And yesterday was a result of an America that has not changed. And it seems like we're living in a world, we're living in America that's not going to change. Yesterday, the whole world cried out for Tyre Nichols.
Yes, we did.
This city cried out for Tyre Nichols in sincerity. But we had a few folks who had some crocodile tears.
That's right.
We had a few folks who had a few fake tears. We had a few folks in the city of Memphis that represent the city of Memphis, like Mayor Paul Young. Oh, you're not getting off the hook today, sir. You're not getting off the hook today, sir. We came to call you out today. We came to call out Chief of Police C.J. Davis. You're not getting off the hook today.
She need to be fired. Fire C.J.
If you're real and you love Tyre, you don't need no goddamn prompter.
Come on, sir.
You don't need no script and go on social media and talk about your care and concern for Tyre Nichols and this citizen and these citizens. Mayor Young, if you love Tyre Nichols, you would have got rid of C.J. Davis. It's her unit that she brought from Atlanta and created the Scorpion unit right here in Memphis, Tennessee, that produced a Tadarius Bean, a Justin Smith, a Demetrius Haley, a Emmett Martin. Huh? It is her that produced that.
And fail the training.
My Lord.
So we don't need no crocodile tears from leadership. We need real change, real love, real support in the city of Memphis. This city is hurting. It's not hurting from the lack of money. It's not hurting from the lack of education. It's not hurting from the lack of DEI. It ain't hurting from that. What this city is hurting from is from the lack of love.
Yes.
But what is love? We need love in leadership,
Yes. Yes.
not political BS.
That's right. Say it.
So, as Attorney Crump said to the city of Memphis, no matter what you do, you cannot wash the blood of Tyree Nichols off your hands. The blood of Tyree Nichols is on this city. Mayor Young inherited the blood of Tyree Nichols. You got to ask yourself, what are you going to do? Because the ball is in your court now to deliver a measure of justice for the family of Tyree Nichols.
Yes, sir.
You know, this judge, in my humble opinion, he should have never permitted the defense to bring in certain things that was in Tyree Nichols' car.
Yeah.
It was absolutely irrelevant to the case.
Irrelevant.
But it's okay, because Ms. Rovan and Pop, when we went to get the car from the city pound, Tyree Nichols' car, and we looked in his car, I looked in his car, and the first thing I looked in his rearview mirror. And he had an emblem on the rearview mirror that said, Black Lives Matter.
Wow. Daddy.
Tyree loved his own black life.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tyree Nichols was a humanitarian. Tyree Nichols was a man who loved humanity. We witnessed a jury that had no love for Tyree Nichols' black life. They actually didn't give a damn about Tyree Nichols' black life.
Or his mother.
But we give a damn about Tyree Nichols' black life. We love Tyree Nichols. And not only do we love Tyree Nichols, God loves Tyree Nichols. And for the life of me, God did not allow Tyree Nichols to be beaten to death by these black officers, these 5 black officers. His life is not in vain. And it's interesting that those 5 black officers, Tyree Nichols' black life didn't matter to them.
Come on.
To Darius Bean, Justin Smith, Demetrius Haley, justice don't sleep.
That's right.
You have not escaped justice.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that justice will lie down with you. Justice will get your babies. You all have not gave any remorse to that brutal beating that you gave to Tyree Nichols. You haven't given any remorse to this family, to Miss Rovan, to this family. And until you atone to God for that brutal beating that you put on Tyree Nichols, to Darius Bean, Justin Smith, Demetrius Haley, until you atone to God for that brutal beating that you gave Tyree Nichols and took his life, until you atone to this woman for taking the life of her son, who screamed when he was 200 feet from his front door. He cried out 3 times to his mama. Until you atone to that woman, you will have no justice.
No justice.
No justice and no peace in your life.
Justice and no peace. No peace.
Right now, the chastisement of God is over them. They may have gotten off by an all-white jury, But there's an all-wise God that is here to deliver justice for this family. And city of Memphis, be careful in how you handle this family. Because you're responsible for what happened to Tyree Nichols. You're responsible. The blood is on your hands and you cannot wash it off. You're very responsible. And if you do not do right by this family, you watch the God of justice intervene in the affairs of this family. The tornadoes will come right over this city. They'll come right over this city. Memphis sits on the New Magic Fault, and it'll shake the hell out of this city. And you think you gotta pay Tyree and his family, you'll be paying for a whole new downtown because the God of justice, the God of justice is angry at Memphis, Tennessee.
No justice! No peace!
And Paul Young, you are the son of a preacher. I'm the grandson of a preacher. Do the right thing by God's people. Thank you.
Yes.
I want to bring a part of our legal team. She's no stranger to Memphis. She's mama to Memphis. And she has been working tireless with the family of Tyree Nichols. And what better person that we can have on the legal team and a support to this family than our retired judge, Judge Ernestine Dorsey.
All right.
This location, this location is symbolic. This location is symbolic. Around that corner is symbolic. Claiborne Temple. Yeah. It was those places that we thought that we were paying forward for justice, paying it in advance. We'd already had a leader to die right here on this floor. But we obviously haven't paid enough. We obviously have not paid enough. But I have a question or a statement to say that I'm waiting on somebody because I am trying hard not to lean to my own understanding. I am praying that it is not to my own understanding that will become a resolution to this issue. If any of you all have a true answer to what is going on, what has happened, and who has an understanding of the issues before us. And the issues are not just before Ms. Ravon and family. It is truly the issues for this city. That's right. How do you allow your city and you to be kind of just put to the side and dismissed? That's right. We can't find 12 or 16 people of any sort within Shelby County.
Come on now.
Within Shelby County that can look at things, put things aside, and do what is right. Read what is in the paper. Read what's on the screen. Read what's in the hearts and minds of those guys since they were talking about mens rea. Now, y'all look at mens rea because theirs had nothing to do with this. But I want you to see what it is that we did to allow the government to say that you cannot make decisions for yourself here in Shelby County. Because I'm personally tired of all my life white people telling me and making decisions for me. I'm 73 years old, and I keep saying I can make my own decisions. I know right from wrong. I have a moral compass, and I have good sense. But they have told and dismissed every one of you
Plantation politics.
to say that there was not 12 or 16 people in this county that could put aside anything and look at things as they are and give a true and real decision. And because you have to do that every day of your life. You have to make choices. And so to say that, I had a young man that said, well, when I go to jail and get on trial, can I choose where I want my jury to come from? Now, why is it that they can have their choice and your child can't have their choice on any of it? But I dare you to ask for it the next time you got one at trial and tell them you don't believe that there's a person here in this county good enough or fair enough to give you justice. So we have to look at this big picture because it is truly on the citizens of Memphis what happened to us here in Shelby County yesterday. And I don't know if I should give my theory of it, and I might get in trouble. But just let's say, my husband will be the one, but let's just say that there was a guilty verdict. That same jury came back with a guilty verdict of 5 black officers, or 3 black officers,
Come on, Jerry.
and a black man.
You gonna tell it? Tell it.
That would be the new bar and standard across these United States of America. So when it comes that there's a white officer somewhere beating and killing a black man, and he walks away. Now, how is it that you can find that he walks away and them 5 black guys down there in Memphis that killed a black man couldn't walk away? Because we found them guilty. So what's the new bar? The new bar is we just have to require righteous truth and have the courage to say that we're going to require this of each and every one of you that's in charge of our lives, our children. I am still trying to explain this to my grandson who's 12 or 13 years old. I've asked every person that I have in high regard, what can I tell them? I want you to give us an answer. I want you to find those answers when these young people think that they have no hope. If you have no hope and no faith in anything, we will be in such despair as a people and as individuals. And that is what I want most, that there's somewhere we can see hope. We can see a glimmer of light. We can see a glimmer of fairness, fundamental fairness, just basic fairness. And then we can see that there was a murder, but it was determined that nobody was in charge and responsible for that murder. So therefore, it couldn't have happened. So therefore, our lying eyes just didn't see nothing.
Come on, Jerry.
Our lying eyes just didn't see anything. Right? So let's just show up and tell them to tell the truth. And I had to tell Ms. Ravon that God has a plan. We're not quite sure of the plan. We were disappointed. She may not have been, and I know that she was, but I was very disappointed in the results even from the federal trial. I was disappointed in this jury. I was disappointed in so many things, but the only thing that I said, God was saying, I'm preparing you for this crap that's just getting ready to happen to you. I've given you this verdict. It might not have been the one that you wanted. I gave you 2 people that decided they're going to accept responsibilities for their actions. It might not be enough, but if he hadn't done that, where would we and this city be at this very moment if we did not have something else that has sustained us? We didn't have our own understanding. We didn't know why it was happening like this, but I believe it's so we can get beyond this point. I don't know what's beyond this point, but there has to be something beyond this point. And let us not lean to our own understanding, because that is not a safe thing if I lean to my own understanding. And we have to trust that there's a reason. And one young lady said that this might be Tyree's legacy, that his death would be the beginning of police reform in these United States. Let's force that to be the payment. Let's force that to be what he paid for, that we will have police reform that makes sense and treat people with dignity and respect. And then you need to train them. And I just can't see that you got 5 people under 35 years old running amok within this community, and you got 1 person training and supervising 8 people of that age. They ain't had enough life to know enough. And so I say training or the lack thereof, but it certainly was not a mission to do anything right and just. The death of Tyre will have a value attached to it beyond our means and abilities to think. It may not be today, but it's gonna be there. Trust God. Trust yourself. Develop a moral compass and stop being chicken. When there is something wrong, be courageous. You got a backbone.
That's right. Tell him, Judge.
You have a backbone.
Tell him, Judge.
I'm from Orange Mountain, Tennessee, and I always say that I got a backbone. They ask me, they said, well, what they gonna do? I said, what you mean, what are they gonna do to me? What can they do to me? Well, Judge, you shouldn't do this. I said, well, are they gonna whoop my butt? But you need to stand and say what's right, but get courage, get a backbone in every one of you. Standing up, you got a spine, and I need you to be courageous for your own survival, for your children's survival. I want you to be able to answer the questions. What happened yesterday? What did they see? What did they not see? And why is it that we may always have to walk in fear that we may be Tyre Nichols? We may be the Rovon Wells of this country, and we don't want that for any mother, any family. So it's up to you. Just deal with reality and protect yourself, but protect the community.
And hit record.
And hit record. To God be the glory for the things he's done and the things he's going to do. And I know he ain't gonna allow me to lean not to my own understanding. God bless you.
Thank you, Judge.
Say his name. 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 Say his name.
Man, we wouldn't even be standing right here. We wouldn't even know Tyre Nichols' name. We wouldn't even be able to say Tyre Nichols' name if it was not for these amazing activists right here in the city of Memphis.
Thank you.
The only reason we're standing right here, and I'll make it clear, the only reason that we're standing right here in honor of Tyre Nichols is because of the activists here in Memphis, Tennessee, who answered the call to Rodney Wells and Miss Rovon Wells for their son. And with that being said, you need to know the names of these activists. Our brother, I don't know if he's here, but Cassio. Man, he know how to shake them down. Man, he know how to shake them down. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Frank Gotti. He here. I don't know what Frank at, but they say he here. But we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Frank Gotti. And we absolutely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Hunter Dempster.
Come on, Hunter.
You know, I got a nickname for Hunter Dempster. I call him HD. Because, you know, he see this police injustice in high definition. he know how to call them out. But we thank you.
Thank you, Hunter.
For all your work that you continue to do. Frank and Cassio. But whenever there's a war, there's always warrior women. There's always warrior women.
Come on, table flipper. Come on now. Table flipper.
And one of our warrior women are right here, Paula, AKA Little Dreadhead, always with that bullhorn giving you hell. Nah.
Amber.
Table flipper. Table flipper.
And we got the infamous Amber Sherman. Who don't give no you know what?
No else.
Russ, I'm respecting the Civil Rights Museum. But Amber, who is one of our strong organizers in the community, anything that this family needed, anything this family needed, she was there to organize and to mobilize and put it together and help make the whole team of activists and organizers work.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we got this fireball over here, this loose cannon over here. Now, Russ, I asked her not to cuss nobody out. I don't know how good my word is with her, but L.J. Abraham, who really is a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So don't get struck out here. But since we're on the topic of activists, I wanted to give a couple of these activists an opportunity to speak their piece.